Hi friends, today is Thursday, January 28th, and today with Reading with Principal Rabb-Patterson, we're going to read Circles of Hope, written by Lynn Williams, illustrated by Linda Saport. Circles of Hope. Everyone brought a gift for baby Lucia. Facile sat high up in his mango tree and watched. It was the only tree on the whole dusty mountaintop. Papa had planted it for him when he was born. A strong tree protects its timoon, Papa said. Now Papa worked far away in the city. Facile had no gift for his baby sister, no ticado at all. He ate a juicy sweet mango, licked his sticky fingers, and thought, Papa is not here to plant a tree for baby Lucia. He studied the large white pit of the mango and knew what his gift would be. Carefully, he held the mango pit and climbed down from his tree. With a rusted tin, he dug a hole in the dry earth. He placed the seed in the hole and gently covered it with the dirt until only the tip was showing. Facile walked into the hot sun down the treeless mountainside to the stream in the valley. When he returned, his arms shook with the weight as he removed the bucket from his head and poured cool water over the seed. After many days, the seed began to sprout. But when Facile came up the mountain with water, he found only an empty hole and the neighborhood's goat blinking stupidly. Look what you've done! Facile shook his fist. Once again, he had not even a small gift for his new sister. How can I plant a tree that will grow strong? Facile asked Cousin Solva. You must make a fence of cactus, his cousin told him, and so Facile planted another seed, and this time he protected it with stalks from the candyclob. Dark gray clouds piled up behind the mountains. An early rain came crashing down on the dusty mountain top. Facile danced in the puddles. Lucia laughed, but when he went to check on his sister's tree, Facile could not believe his eyes. Gone, he cried. There was only a piece of cactus fence, and beyond that the lifeless seed. Facile asked Mama, how can I plant a tree that will grow strong? But Mama was worried about Lucia, who was very hot. Lucia was not eating, and she did not laugh at Facile's games. I must take Lucia to the doctor in the city. You will stay with Tonton. Then before she carried his sister down the mountain, Mama said, you must make a step to plant Lucia's tree. Facile dug a flat step in the mountainside so the rain could not steal his seed. Again, Lucia's tree began to sprout. Facile waited, but Mama and Lucia did not return. Then one day the men in the village made scrub fires to clear the land for planting. At night the sparkling flames crisscrossed the mountain. The smoke stung Facile's eyes. The next day Facile saw ashes as he walked through the yard, and when he got to his step he cried, Anan! Lucia's tiny tree had turned into a black twisted stick. Lucia had been away for many weeks, and Facile still had no small gift for his sister. Facile helped Tonton to clear the many white stones from their garden. He watched the path for Mama and Lucia, but they did not come. I cannot plant a tree that will grow strong for Lucia, Facile told Tonton. Espere, Tonton said. You must have hope to plant a tree. Facile sighed and shook his head. Too many stones. Stones did not make a gift, and stones did not protect a timoon. He tossed another stone from the garden into the pile, and then he had an idea. One after another, he piled the stones up. Up and around he built the wall. When he was done, the circles of stones was nearly as high as his waist. Facile began to have hope. He climbed inside the wall and scraped a hole in the hard earth. One more time he planted a seed for Lucia. He carried water and watched and waited, and finally Lucia's tree began to grow inside the circle. It changed from a tiny sprout to a large brown twig with leaves. One day, after many months, Facile saw Mamma come slowly up the mountain. Lucia came too, and Papa. Facile ran to meet them. "What's this?" Papa exclaimed. "A ticado," Facile explained, "for Lucia." "A gift of hope," Tonton said. Papa looked inside the round wall and smiled. "A strong tree will protect our Timon." Inside its circle, Lucia's tree grew tall. It clung to the mountainside when the soil around it was being washed to the sea by the rains. It grew too big for the goats to eat, and it escaped the fire set for clearing the land. Lucia grew strong too. She and Facile played in the branches and sat in the shade of her tree. They shared the sweet mangoes. They carried water up the mountain and cleared more rocks from the garden. And slowly, 1 year at a time, little circles of hope began to grow on the mountainside of Haiti, and inside each circle grew a tree. And that is the end of Circles of Hope. Have a good evening. Bye, friends.